I've told James about it, and he asked me before you came on some of the craziest places I worked. And I worked in 2 prisons.
Right.
And you and Tommy worked against me and Bill Dundee in some prison in Kentucky.
LaGrange.
That was
LaGrange.
LaGrange, which is a maximum security prison.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I never will forget that. So I go out there first. Nobody, they lead us into where we're going to have the matches. Nobody's in there. Then all of a sudden, I guess a bell ring, it fills up.
Right.
And I look out there and there's about, I don't know, 800 inmates out there.
Right.
And you had all the Aryan guys over here and the black guys over there and the Hispanics over there. They all kept to themselves, and the gay guys over to themselves too.
Did you notice? I looked up there. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I kept asking them, well, what's them women doing in the crowd? They had shorts over their head.
Yeah.
They had shorts over their head. They had Kool-Aid on their lips and blue Kool-Aid on their eyes. And I didn't know if Kool-Aid had told me that later on. But when Tommy and I first walked in there, they checked their bags.
They went crazy
about thrown into prison. There was guys leaning on the bars, and we said, hey. And then guards said, well, they don't know you're here. We got them on so much authority. Those guys don't even know anybody's here. So we went back.
They had them on what? Thorazine.
Thorazine.
Yeah.
Thorazine.
What's that do? What's that do to you?
It's a sedation.
Sedation that like just makes you so you're like a zombie. That was for the.
I wish I'd have known about it. I'd have went out there and got some. I said, get me out of this damn place. Hey, so anyway, James, don't you hear this? I go out there in the first match with Tommy. The funny thing about a prison is that the heels are the baby faces.
Yes, sir.
And the baby faces are the heels. So when I walk out there, I'm a big hero. And Tommy get in there, boo, boo. And I got a abdominal stretch on Tommy. And I reached around and I got his trunks. And I'm pulling it up, which showed a bit of his butt cheek. Oh, my God. They said, throw him out here, Dutch. We know what to do with that pretty boy. Tommy got mad as hell. And he kept saying, F this, man. F this. I said, what's wrong with you? I ain't taking this crap, man, from them. I says, well, leave, I guess. I don't know what to tell you to do. Leave. But, he was a mad son of a gun. He didn't leave.
Right.
He wanted to.
So me and Bill Dundee went out there next, right?
Yeah.
And I grabbed the microphone and I said, let me tell you guys something. The reason why you're mad at me is when this is over, you're staying for years and years, and I'm walking straight out the gate. And Tommy said, shut your mouth, man. Don't say that. And I said, another thing is, you're mad at us. We're the kings around here, and you're a bunch of queens, right? Well, we got in the ring. I had that long blonde hair, tan, and Bill Dundee pulled my trunks down to my knees.
Oh, my God. They love that.
Oh, yeah.
I wish we had to tape that. I don't know why we didn't.
Well, we didn't have videos or cell phones, and if we did, we wouldn't have been allowed to take it in.
We had cameras, though. We could have got a camera in there.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they'd have let us use it anyway.
Well, they told me, I said, when we dressed at, there were some guys sitting in there, and I said, well, who you all? And they said, well, we're prisoners. And I'm thinking, my goodness, they were trustees, right? So I said, well, what kind of people we got out here? And they said, well, there's guys out there that shut people's knuckles off, shut their knuckles off with boat shutters, stabbing, killing, shooting. Dutch, I got another story. It just hit me. I want to share after we talk about this prison about a night that you and I and my brother and us stayed in Eastern Kentucky. Was one of the funniest stories. You probably don't remember, but that prison was really something. Also there in that prison.
Well, let me tell you something. You may have seen this guy, James. They had a guy there. that was about 6'8" and long hair, and he wore sunglasses, and he stood all by himself. He wasn't with the supremacy guys, and he wasn't with the black. He wasn't with the Hispanics. He wasn't with the gay. He was alone, and all the other inmates left him alone. Right. And you notice there was no guards down there with us either.
Did you know what they told me if they riot? They said if they riot, bend over and kiss your butt goodbye, because there's no guns on the yard. He said they'll be slamming each other tonight on the floors in their cells. But go ahead, just to give you a little preface.
So I asked one of the trustees. I said, "Who's that guy standing there all by himself?" He said, "Oh God, that's Tex or something." I said, "What's he in here for?" He said, "Well, one night he went out. He's a motorcycle guy, and he went out and ended up killing 5 people in one night." So the inmates knew that, so they left him alone.
Right.
Because they told me they respect people who
murder.
If they kill somebody, they stay away from them. If they're really violent, beat people up, they stay away from them. It's all the other people they beat the crap out of.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
I could not wait to get out of that place.
Right.
Oh my God.
Hey Bobby, what was the payoff? Do you remember?
Oh, it paid well.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think
it was about $400.
We were pretty good. It was real good. What we did, we worked that show on a Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah,
and went to Louisville that night.
Yep, sure did.
I went to Louisville that night, so it was a double shot.
Cold as hell. I remember that.
Yeah.
Cold as a. I asked the guy, like you were talking, I said, "What if these guys riot?" And that trustee said, "Well, you're on your own, buddy."
Yeah, you are.
Your own.
You really think about it.
So I remember checking in. They take your bag and they search it. I mean, they really search it. Then it goes through to the other little room. They search it again. I went, well, hell, you just searched it over there.
Right.
And they looked at me like, shut the F up. I went, oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't have said too much.
Right.
But it was crazy. And it was loud in there, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Prison
was like a major arena.
Oh, man.
And you're right. See, I didn't mind being a heel because I was a heel at the beginning of my career. But Tommy was going nuts. He didn't like it.
He knew what they wanted. He knew what they wanted to do with him.
Oh, I know. He would have been on the main forces above.
But you did. Oh, you loved it in there. I could tell by watching you work that day.
I had fun.
You and Dundee had a great match.
We enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. We had a great time.
So how that works, James, is I work for Tommy first.
Right.
And then Bill works the second match. And then we all come back in a tag team.
Yes.
So,
Probably.
And it's about an hour show.
That's it.
And we're gone.
Yeah.
We're out of here.
Yeah.
And they wanted to feed us. And I went, I don't know, guys. I don't know if I want to. I want to eat it. I think I need to go down the road to a Burger King or something. Get the hell out of there.
Yeah. But it was bad. It was when them doors were shut behind us. It was like I was being closed in, you know. We went behind. We were in the middle of the yard in the arena. We were in the prison with the door slamming behind us.
Oh, man, it was very loud. I never will forget that. I said, what if they have a riot and we're stuck in here and we can't get out?
We'd be in trouble.
What do we do?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we'd have been in trouble.
I guess we'd have sent Tommy over that big 6'8" guy.
We said, okay, we're going to sacrifice a member of our group. Tommy, get out there.